What's up, everybody? Marv, Boss Moves, 44 Horn here. Um, been a interesting week. Very somber. A lot of emotion. A lot of understanding. A lot of coming together with friends, old friends, making new friends. But all of the people that I met over the weekend and just that shared a bond and just with just losing just one person. The bond that we shared was we loved the same person, and we were all connected by our hustle. um like, not saying anything illegal or anything like that, but everybody there was a business owner, entrepreneur, someone that put themselves in a position to create something for themselves. Not saying, and everybody, sometimes you got to get a side job and everything, and have something to bring in income. Shoot, I have side gigs, and but my bread and butter, you could always use more multiple streams of income. But the biggest thing that everyone was talking about, speaking of, was the mindset. The mindset. What did they need? What they needed to do? What they needed to do to create the mindset to grow and be successful. And I listened to all these people's stories, and they're all people ranging from 60s all the way down to 20-year olds. People with just so much advice, and everybody was all universal, that changing your mind was the first the first start. Changing your mind, putting yourself in a position to where you understand that you can't create new from the same thinking of the old. You can't create new because it's something that you have to continue to evolve. You have to continue to be different from the person that you're being. If you really see, like, hey, I got to change some things, I have to do some things that put me in a different tax bracket, a different friend zone, a different demographic of where you live. Just it changes everything, because everything that you put out in the universe, it'll continue to grow. It'll continue to manifest into what you believe it to be. So why not start with this? Why not start from the brain up? Start in a position of power by growing ourselves mentally. If we grow ourselves mentally, we'll know how to get everything that we want, because we know it's all mental. We know it's all just our thought. It's all joining with the emotion that we already have it, that we already have what we desire, and believing that, and having the emotion of thanksgiving and being so thankful that we have it, and it's not even there. It's not even materialized yet in the physical. But as long as it starts here, we grow into our destiny. So the greatest thing that I've been learning and just putting myself into, just seriously, and I guess when they say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And I'm seeing the teachers appearing everywhere, and they're not just physical people that are coming in having a lesson for me or having some sort of just word. It's just experiences that I've been going through, and things that I've been uh, recognizing and seeing, like, oh wow, paying attention to certain things about myself. It hasn't really nothing even to do with other people. It has to do with me recognizing things about myself, how I react to things, how I ingest things, how I think about things. So if I want to be successful, I got to look at people that are, not saying above me, but in a position to where I want to be, so I know where I have to grow to get to. It's like putting yourself in a position to say, I want to be a computer engineer, but if you have no programming experience, or you don't even have unless you're some genius that just has some hard wiring, and you have some special skill set without having to study for it, hey, that's awesome. But most people in life and in the world, we have to put ourselves in a position to start from A and grow to B, grow to C, grow to D. But the impatience sometimes, and I get it. It's life on the daily. Sometimes you just want to break. You just want to put yourself in a position to say, like, please, I need some relief. But it's just, we can't let time dictate our behavior. We can't let time dictate our feelings, especially when we're growing to the level of upping our grind, putting ourselves in a better position, putting ourselves in a position of growing our business. Because for our business to grow, we have to grow as people in our understanding and how we go about things, and our fears, and that's the biggest thing, that keeps us from succeeding, is our fears of just success. Sometimes, you think you want success so bad, but you get scared when you get to that precipice of just, looking over the side of the mountain, getting over to the other side, and next thing you know, we're sabotaging our own success. So getting out of our own way and knowing, like, okay, are we really ready for this success that we seek? Everything that we do, we have to ask ourselves questions, and the universe will answer us by experiences. So if you're saying you really want to boss up, and you want to really level up and put yourself in a position of earning more than you are in the current industry that you're in right now, or the current situation you're in right now, have a better job, have better friends, um, what are we willing to do? What are we willing to sacrifice? What are we willing to starve ourselves of, to gain more confidence that we have control over the world, our bodies, our thinking, our mind, like, it putting in all of these things? And that's the test. That's the thing that every single day that I deal with, and I don't even say I struggle with it anymore. And I think some mentors and people that have spoken to me and told me, like, hey man, it's like, there's no such thing as bad days. It's only bad moments. And that's huge. Thank you, Wesley, for that. That's huge. That's huge advice, because if you know that an instance can just be over like a snap of a finger, and you can still go on about your life and on about your day, and not let things attack your mind. That's huge, because that's part of success, because you're gonna reach failure. I played baseball. All right, I still do. I'm not just on a semi-pro rec level on the weekends with buddies, and we're pretty competitive. But it took me the older years of my life to understand that the game that I love so much, and put so much work into, was a game of failure, and a game that, the more even kill you could be, the better off you were, because you're gonna have, if you can succeed 3 out of 10 times, you're the best. You're one of the best in the game. So it's like, as a baseball player, I've learned to translate that failure of the game into some things that you have to go through in life just to get to that success, business wise, or leveling up. It's all like a process, and this is something that I try to teach the young bosses, and I know they have to ingest it within their own personality and through their own experiences, but at least they have a seed planted within them that gives them the ability to wake up to that ideal one day, when it just hits them like, oh, I understand, I get it, because I never was fed that idea. I was never fed that. So my self-esteem and confidence, it took a little bit longer to reach a point of strength, because I had to learn all of these things. I wasn't given these things as a youngster. So everything that you put yourself up against is usually just your own fears, your own past negative self-talk, your own things have been said to you by your parents, by friends, or you going out on a limb and doing something big, and it not working out, and you being embarrassed to want to try again, too embarrassed to try again. So it's just, it's just like saying fuck it, and just going out and putting yourself in the position of saying, I don't care if I fail, as long as I fail forward, as long as my mind grows from the experience, and I know that I'm in it to win it, that I'm not trying to put myself in a position to keep stopping, starting, just going, just burning the bridge behind me, and creating the success that I want. Visualize, and it'll materialize. Period. Point blank. That's it. Visualize, and it will materialize. That's it. Give yourself the opportunity, give yourself the chance to see the principles work in your life. You give it a shot, I guarantee you it'll be no turning back. Give your boy a like, give your boy a sub. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. My boys will be uploading stuff soon, and having their own commentary, so show them some love too. Like I said, give me a like, give me a sub, and much love, people. Peace.